Let's examine how anxiety and depression work in the brain. Have you ever wondered why anxiety makes your heart race? Or why depression can make even simple tasks feel impossible? Today, we're going to explore what's actually happening inside your brain when you experience anxiety and depression. Understanding this can be incredibly empowering because when you know what's going on, you can better work with your brain instead of against it. Let's start with anxiety. When you feel anxious, three main areas of your brain are having a conversation, and sometimes they're not communicating very well. First, there's your amygdala. Think of this as your brain's security system. It's constantly scanning for threats, and when it detects danger, real or perceived, it hits the panic button. This triggers your fight or flight response. Your heart pounds, your breathing quickens, your muscles tense up. This system worked great when our ancestors needed to run from predators. But today, it might activate when you're giving a presentation or scrolling social media. Your prefrontal cortex is like your brain's CEO. It's logical, rational, and great at problem solving. But here's the thing. When your amygdala sounds the alarm, it can essentially hijack your brain, making it harder for your prefrontal cortex to think clearly. The third player is your hippocampus, which processes memories. Sometimes it sends old memories of stressful situations to your amygdala, making it think there's danger when there isn't. So you end up in this cycle. Perceived threat triggers alarm. Alarm creates physical symptoms. Physical symptoms feel scary, which triggers more alarm. Understanding this cycle is the first step to breaking it. Depression involves different brain areas and systems. Let's explore what's happening. Your limbic system, which includes areas that process emotions and motivation, shows different activity patterns in depression. The reward pathways, the circuits that usually make you feel good about accomplishing things or enjoying activities, aren't firing as strongly. This is why things that used to bring you joy might feel flat or meaningless. It's not that you've lost the ability to feel good. It's that your brain as a reward system is temporarily dampened. Your prefrontal cortex, that logical thinking area we talked about, also works differently in depression. The areas responsible for executive function, things like planning, organizing, and making decisions, can become less active. This explains why simple tasks can feel overwhelming, or why you might struggle to make decisions that usually come easily. There are also changes in neurotransmitters, your brain's chemical messengers. You've probably heard of serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. These chemicals help regulate mood, motivation, and energy. In depression, these systems can become imbalanced. But here's what's crucial to understand. These changes are treatable and often reversible. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity, the ability to form new connections and pathways throughout your life. This brings us to the most hopeful part of our story. Your brain can change. Neuroplasticity means that the patterns we've discussed aren't permanent. Research shows that various interventions can literally rewire your brain. Therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, helps strengthen the connection between your prefrontal cortex and your emotional centers, giving you more control over your responses. Mindfulness and meditation can actually increase gray matter in areas associated with emotional regulation and decrease activity in the amygdala. Exercise promotes the growth of new brain cells and increases production of mood-regulating neurotransmitters. Even social connection activates brain networks that support emotional well-being and resilience. So what does this mean for you day to day? For anxiety, understanding that your amygdala is trying to protect you, even when the threat isn't real, can help you respond with compassion rather than frustration. When you feel anxiety rising, you can acknowledge it. My security system is active right now, but I'm actually safe. Slow, deep breathing literally signals to your brain that you're not in danger, helping calm that overactive alarm system. For depression, Knowing that your reward system is dampened can help you be patient with yourself. Start small. Your brain needs gentle encouragement to reactivate these pathways. Even tiny accomplishments can begin to strengthen those neural networks again. For both, remember that seeking professional help isn't giving up, it's giving your brain the best tools and support for healing. Therapists and psychiatrists understand these brain systems and can guide you toward the most effective interventions. Your brain is incredibly complex, but it's also remarkably resilient. Anxiety and depression involve real changes in brain function, which means your experiences are valid and understandable. But these changes also respond to treatment and support. If you're struggling, please reach out to a mental health professional. Your brain has the capacity to heal, adapt, and thrive, and you deserve that support. If you found this helpful, check out the resources in the description below. And remember, understanding your brain is the first step toward working with it more effectively. Subscribe for more mental health education. Thanks for watching.